All right, guys, we're back. More Summer Game Fest playdays. I was lucky enough to check out Star Wars Outlaws. I got a 60-minute hands-on preview, and I got to play through 3 different missions in the game. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I've been very excited for this one. So just jumping into this world, I was very excited to see that it looks so polished. I mean, we're getting an August 30th release on this, so it should be in its final forms, final stages right now. I'm sure there's some tweaks that need to happen, but we got to play through 3 different missions with a variety of kind of different action to just show us essentially what the game's all about. The first mission was mostly vehicular based. We got to fly around in our ship for the most part. There was a bit of combat to preface it, but at the same time it was really to show off what the space battle is going to be like, what it's going to be like flying your ship through space, fighting TIE fighters, going through asteroid fields, things like that, and it looked and felt so smooth. And then you jump into the next mission, and I was into more of a platforming stage where you're solving puzzles throughout the game, and some of these puzzles are very unique. I mean, there's like a lock picking mechanism essentially where you have to time the light flashing so you could pick the lock properly to get through the door. And Kay is an outlaw. She's a scoundrel, and we're not playing as a Jedi this time around. Cal Kestis is his own guy. He's doing his own thing. Kay has got her own story here, and that's what I love about this game is we're getting a different viewpoint of the Star Wars world, and it's just, for me, something we haven't seen a ton of, and something I think the player base has really been wanting to see, is let's get a different angle on this. This game's happening between the time frame of Empire Strikes Back and the Return of the Jedi, so we are going to see a lot of familiarity if you know about that series and you're a big Star Wars fan like myself. So that was something that was kind of comforting and nostalgic to just kind of jump into right away. But honestly, the game just looks so beautiful. I didn't have any graphical issues. The game was running smooth the entire time. I didn't have any hangups, and from the look of it around the room, the other people playing were enjoying themselves too with no issues. And for me, that's a big thing when we're this close to release and a game that's going to be this involved. I mean, we're following Kay around with her sidekick Nix, who you really get to utilize in this demo. I thought it was a ton of fun. Nix is kind of her little side character, little monster guy that gets to run around with her, and he does a lot to help. He can steal things for you. He can jump up and distract people. He can attack people, which is really cool, and that really helps, it feel like you've got an extra kind of weapon along with all the abilities and things that Kay also had. And as you get through the missions that I was able to play, like I said, we had a bit of vehicular stuff with the space flight, and then I got into a little bit of platforming, and then the last mission was mostly just action. And the action, the gunplay, I was able to use blasters, pick up different blasters. This was a ton of fun, and like I said, it just feels so polished. So I was able to run through, play these 3 missions over the course of an hour, and I don't have any complaints. I'm just excited to get my hands on and play the full release of this game. I didn't want to explore too much because I'm going to be into this game and pretty much probably want 100% it once I get my hands on it. But at the same time, like I said, it's just really nice to see the direction they've gone with it. Kay being the protagonist here, there's already a big story that got built through the 3 missions I got to play, and I know that story's only going to get deeper as we go, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing where this adventure takes her and Nix. And honestly, guys, if you want to know more about Star Wars Outlaws, make sure you keep it locked to ITGTV.com.